Today we are going to discuss online multi-par auctions, how to register, how to view properties, and how to place bids. The first thing we'd like to do is go to our website, www.weeksauctiongroup.com. At weeksauctiongroup.com, you will find a list of all our upcoming auctions under the Auctions tab, or by simply hitting I want to buy. Once you have selected I want to buy, it will take you to our upcoming auctions. Browse our list of upcoming auctions and find the property you're most interested in. Once you have selected the property, it will take you to a landing page where you will find auction information, a brief description of the property, auction documents, location of the property, photos, and terms of the auction. Once you have reviewed this information, simply click Bid Online Now to take you to the bidding catalog. Once you are at the bidding catalog for the Multipar auction property, you're going to need to register to bid. If you have never created an account with us before, you will need to register for the software. To begin the registration process, simply fill out the basic contact information. You will need to create a username and password, and then provide first name, last name, email, phone number, and address. Once we have collected basic contact information, we will require a credit card in order to bid. Please note that the credit card is simply an authorization and a verification tool to verify identity of the bidder and that we are bidding with a real person. No funds are exchanged. Once we have the credit card information entered, you will need to agree to the terms of the bidding platform. Once that is complete, it'll take you back to the main page. Here you will need to log in with the account you just created and then select the auction you are interested in. Once you have completed your registration, it'll take you back to the home page for the Multipar platform. Once you are logged in, simply select the auction and click Enter the auction that you are interested in. In the auction catalog, you will find photographs of the property, tract configurations with acreages and parcel numbers. You'll also find a basic description of the property, the terms of the auction. We please ask that you review the terms of the auction very carefully and keep in mind that the terms of each auction may change depending on the property. A couple of things to remember are going to be the earnest money deposit, special stipulations, and any other important information. You'll also find a Documents tab that will contain the property information package, along with the broker participation form. Anybody working with a licensed real estate agent, we please ask that you have this form completed and returned to our office 24 hours prior to bidding. Once you have reviewed the documents and the photographs, you are now ready to register for the auction. Simply click the Click Here to Bid button and review the terms. Once you have reviewed the terms, you can agree to the terms and you're ready to place bids. Now that you are logged in and ready to bid, I will walk you through the process of placing a bid. To place a bid, simply select the tract you are interested in and hit the Request Bid button. This will give you the minimum amount in order to place a winning bid. Notice that the tract you selected turns blue whenever you have selected it. Once you're comfortable bidding them out, hit Place Bid. Please keep in mind that this is bid amounts and that a buyer's premium will typically be added to determine the contract price. To determine the amount of the buyer's premium, please refer to the terms. Please note that in the first round of bidding, a single bid must be required on all individual tracts before combos are enabled. Once a bid has been placed on all individual tracts, combination bids are enabled. You can bid on individual tracts, on a combination of tracts, or the farm in its entirety. In this example, a bidder number 5008, has placed a combination bid for the entire property. In the example before, we demonstrated how to bid on an individual tract for the starting bid amount. Here we will show you how to continue to bid on an individual track in order to bust a combination apart. Again, you simply click on the track you're interested in and request a bid amount. In this example, the request bid amount is shown and what is going to require to bust apart the track you are interested in. Once you place that bid, you will see that the new bid is placed and the remaining tracks go back to their highest last amounts. In this example, they all go back to individual amounts that were previously placed. When placing bids, it is important to refer to the bid history to determine the previous amounts in order to properly place your bids. When bidding on a multi-part auction, please note that green selections indicate that you are in a winning position. I'll walk you through the process of placing a backup bid or an underneath bid. Occasionally in a multi-part auction, the required bid amount to break apart a property is too large for one individually to effectively achieve on their own. In this example, the purchaser is still interested in a single track, track 1. However, when hitting the request bid amount, the bid amount required is higher than the bidder is willing to pay. However, the bidder can still place a bid for an amount less than the requested amount shown, but still higher than the last highest bid on that particular track. What this will allow is it will allow a collective group of bidders to potentially bust apart a larger combination. In this example, the bidder is willing to raise his bid from $267,500 to $300,000, which is less than the $810,000 required, but is more than the original bid. As you can see, this bid is placed in a backup position. Now I would like to walk you through how to place a combination bid. When placing a combination bid, simply select all the tracks you're interested in. In this scenario, we will select 1, 2, and 3. Once you have selected the tracks, hit the request bid amount. This will give you the amount required to place a successful high winning bid. Please note, when creating combinations, this will bring back into play other bids that were previously placed. It is important to refer to the bid history to look at the last highest bids that were placed on individual tracks. An important feature of the software is the check marks located in the bid history. Please note that green check marks are bids that are currently in a winning position. However, you will also notice a series of gray check marks out the side combinations and individual bids. These gray check marks indicate that those bids have the potential to become winning bids in the event specific combinations are bid. Please monitor your bids and be informed that as other combinations and individual bids are placed, your previous bids may come back into a winning position. As the auction closes, another important feature of a Weeks Auction Group auction is the auction extend period. When the time remaining on a multi-part auction falls below the 10-minute mark, any bid placed on the auction will reset the clock to 10 minutes. This will allow all purchasers to have the ability to monitor the auction and raise bids as necessary. The auction will continue to count down as long as there is active bidding on the property. Once no bids have been placed for a 10-minute period, the auction will close. Weeks Auction Group reserves the right to adjust the extension clock as needed.